Hi Canasta class. Welcome to our Canasta class clinic. My Canasta friends, I'm so glad you're here. In this Canasta clinic, we'll be discussing basics, tips, and strategies all about Canasta as we play on Real Canasta. In this video, we'll be discussing the third part of the series, and this part is called the Endgame of frequently asked questions. Please go back and review the frequently asked questions part 1, which is the beginning of the game, initial opening meld, part 2, which was special hands, and this is our final part of the end game. Please put any questions in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them, or if you have any suggestions on what hand you would have picked or if what you would have done differently while I play, you can put it in the comments below. Frequently asked questions, the end game. If your team goes out and have a 3 in your hand, is there a penalty? Yes, that penalty will be 100 points for the 3. Number 2, going out. If your team made a canasta and you are trying to open, can you lay down 2 dead cards and a wild card? That would be no. Those cards are dead cards. You can no longer play with them. Once a card is dead, they are good for discards. You cannot meld those completed canasta cards. Again, they now become safe discards. If a player goes out with 2 canastas or more, the player's last discard, meaning they have no cards left, does the player on the left, the next person, get one more turn to pick the pack? When a person goes out and discards her last card or his last card on the stockpile, it should be placed face down and game ends. The next person to your left does not get an opportunity to pick the pack. The game is over. The only time the next person will get an opportunity to pick the pack is if you're not going out and the last card is discarded. The person on your left will get one more opportunity to pick the pack. So be careful what card you discard. Again, if going out, the card is face down and no one gets to pick the pack. Number 4, if going for a special hand, not complete, left with a 3 in your hand at the end of the game, how many points minus for that 3 left in your hand? It is 100 points. So some of these are just different scenarios. It's 100 points. Number 5, when a 3 is the last card picked, does it go to your team as 100 points for a bonus? Or you have no discard, or do you discard the 3? So when a 3 is picked as your final card from the tray, you meld the 3 on the table with the other 3s as bonus cards. You don't have a card to pick. The game ends and no more plays are being made. The game's just over. Scoring. In scoring, canasta of 7s or pure aces, do we add additional card values to the card count? So if you have a canasta of 7s or aces, those are counted as 2,500 points. You get bonus points for that. And in addition, you also get the value of the individual cards within the canasta. Scoring. When your team wins with a special hand, your team scores the points for the hand. My question is, does that team also get the value of their 3s? When you score a special hand, your team gets the value only of the special hand. There are no 3s or your partner's cards are not deducted. The other team scores where they are if they have no canastas, 1 canasta, or more canastas. And finally, number 8, if you opened with your initial melds on your last turn and you took the talon, however, the next player goes out before your next turn, your talon contains 3s, how is that scored for your team? If you have a talon that contains a 3 and you weren't able to lay it down before the other team goes out, that becomes a negative 100 points. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you have any questions, please send them to me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com, or you can post them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about your canasta game. We may do another series in future time with more questions that people have sent me. Again, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this series. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. There are many videos on my YouTube channel. This way you won't miss any that I post or when I go live. You can also search for videos using the magnifying glass, and there you can search any topic which you're struggling with. Thank you for subscribing, and don't forget to give thumbs up on each video that you enjoy so I know which content people enjoy. Share with your Canasta friends and tell them about the Canasta Class channel. Please put any comments below that you have about the channel, whether you enjoy it or you would like to see other topics. Let's head on over and play on Real Canasta. We're going to start a new game. 5-card meld, which means we have to have 5 of a natural rank before we add any wilds and invisible mode. We're going to sort our cards by suit and pick a card for our turn. We have no 3s. We need to open with 125. So we're going to get rid of a 4. Wow, my partner has a lot of 3s. He got a whole new hand. We're going to pick a card. We're looking for 3 of a kind for our clean triple first, or we can look for a special hand. Special hand of pairs would include, it's called Miami pairs. It would include 2 jokers, 2 2s, 2 aces, 2 7s, and then random pairs. We can continue to work on that. I think I'll get rid of a king, or we can wait for our clean triple. Here's our clean triple. I'm going to let it go one more time. I'm going to put out the queen. And I'm going to pick a card. And I'm going to go ahead and open so that my partner can lay down their cards and hopefully pick the pack. And more than enough points. And I'm going to discard a 9, and I get 4 cards for my Talon. I'm going to put out my 8, and I'm going to get rid of the king. I'm going to try to maintain my pair so I can pick the pack. The other team is now opening. Wow, he used all his cards to open. I think that's the first 7, second 7. He put out queens, so queens are safe to throw. And 5s are next. Oh, perfect, my partner picked the pack. That's a nice pack to pick. Wow. Now my partner has all the 7s, so I'm going to get rid of the 7s. I'm going to go ahead and put out what I can. I don't have any 9s. I don't have any 4s. Yikes. I have jacks. We can put out jacks. And I'm going to go ahead and close the 8s. Oh, I have another wild, so I'll close the 9s. And I'm going to give my partner the 7s in case she's able to pick the pack. Wow, we did some, this is like a killer hand. we did get stuck with the sevens. Bummer. We got negative 1,500 points. That's okay. That was a good hand, though. 2,500 points. We are at 125. The other team is at 125 also. Too bad. That would have been a really nice hand if we didn't get that minus 1,500. Well, the other team's opening already. I'm not able to open, but maybe I could play a special hand. They put out kings. I'm going to put out my king. We can do 3, 3, 4, 2, 2. He threw out an 8. I don't have that. I'm going to do a 6. Pair of 4s. Oh boy. I need to get rid of something. I'm going to get rid of the 4. I can't get rid of the 2. Now we have to open. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40. Oh, we have plenty. I don't want to open though. Maybe I could do 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20. Can't open that way. I don't really want to use, we're not going to get aces, but it's the only way to open. And I'm going to discard a 7. Oh boy, that's a bummer. It's going to give him a lot of canastas. They have 5s out. I can get rid of the 5. Oh, and they have queens. I'm going to get rid of the queen. And 10 would have been better. That's a dead card, but that'll be my next discard. I'm going to put out my 8s, and I'm going to close them so that we have 1 canasta to cover those 3s. And I'm going to get rid of my 10. There's only 1 7 in there, 2 7s. I'm going to put my 7 out. I didn't put out my 4s because I need some safe discards. I'm going to put them out. Maybe my partner has 4s. I don't know. They might be out there. Let's get rid of the 10s. No, they're not out there. Just putting to get more points. I can't really help my partner. My partner doesn't have enough cards either to be able to add to make a canasta. We're not going to get those 3s, which is a bummer. We have no cards in 5th position to add a wild. Wow, that was a good game for them. They gained some really good points. We are just over 3,000, so we have to play at 155. They're under 3,000. They're at 125, and I just want to show you my partner's hand. Look at all those wilds. Yikes. I wonder why we couldn't do anything. On to the next round. Oh, all these low cards. Ugh, terrible. Let's get rid of a 5. I think I'm going to get rid of, my partner got rid of 4. I'm going to get rid of 5. I'm going to get rid of 4s. We need to get to 155. These little pairs aren't helping us. They're only 10 points. Of course, now I get another 4, which I would have had my triple. Oh, we have 140 in wilds. $160 in wilds. We can maybe play wild cards. All right, I'm gonna go out. Oh my, I'm going out with my wilds. We have plenty of cards. I'm putting the rest out. Oh, excellent. My partner picked the pack. It's always nice to get a wild card canasta. You always give your partner one turn to try to complete these. You don't use wild cards to complete them. I have a king. I have an 8. I have a 10. I'm going to put out my 3 9s. And I'm going to discard the 5. Wow, we had a lot of wild cards. One 7. Kings are dead. One 7, 1 ace. Oh, we don't have to count aces. Aces are over here. So I can get rid of my ace also. Oh, we got our 10s. Aces are safe to discard because they have 6. Nobody can pick them up. Thanks, 2 7s. 9s are out. Oh, we have 9s. And 6s are out. I'm going to get rid of my 6. And I don't have a pair of jacks, so I'm going to end the game. That was a nice hand. Oh, we're just short, a little under 500 points. We got 4,945 for that game. That's great. Let's try our next round. Oh, my partner had 2 7s. Everybody had 7s. Okay, I have no wilds and I have to get to 180. Maybe we can play pairs. Pairs looks like it's gonna happen. Let's try pairs. We need pair 6s, pair 8s, pair 9s. We can get rid of 1 9. A 10. Oh, maybe we could try for zip code. We need to get rid of the king. Zip code would be 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, and 2 pairs. Of course, we got a king. Don't want a 4. Oh, they got wilds now. Of course, I don't have any wilds. Yikes. Okay, a queen. I'm going to try the jack because that's the only card I want to get rid of because I'm looking for 3, 3, 3. I'm looking for to get a queen, 10, or 9 to get a special hand. Not a 5. Ah, a 2. That just blew it out of the water. Let's get rid of the 6. A jack. Oh boy. Let's get rid of a 6. why we can't open. They have all the wild cards. 5. Wow, good for them. This game's going back and forth. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the 8. Looking for a safe discard. I don't want them picking that pack. Oh, we almost could have pairs. We need 4 of a kind. Oh, we have a 4 of a kind. We just need a jack. Oh, it's too bad we didn't get pairs. That was nice. We could have gotten pairs. Not pairs, a zip code. Pair, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, and pair. It's all right. They didn't get their 3s. Thank the Lord. They would have had 2,000 points just in 3s. They did get 2,000 points for the wild card canasta, but that's okay. We are at 7,685. They are at 5,760. We did get minus points because we never opened, and we didn't have any 3s. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Maybe this round will be the winner. Put out your 3s. Pick a new card for your turn and discard my single 5. We are at 180. They are at 180. We have a long way to go. I'm going to get rid of these 6s. Just really need higher card values when you're going for 180. We need a couple wilds too. Maybe the big pairs we could go for. We could get pairs of 2s, pairs of aces, pairs of 7s, pairs of queens. I'm going to get rid of the jack, pairs of kings. Maybe get a 7 and a 2. That would be lovely to end the game on pairs. Oh, some more 10s. I am going to try. I'm giving away the 7. I don't normally do this, but for 180, you can't keep those 7s sometimes. I'm trying for a zip code. Oh boy, they opened 8s, jacks, and aces. Oh no, that might be the game. He just picked the whole pack. A 6, I can get rid of that. I need some wild cards. A 5, can get rid of that. Oh, they got the 7s. Game over. They just won. Oh, that makes me sad. Yeah, that's it. They just won the whole game. Good for them. We didn't have the wild cards. It's just you can't open at 180 without wild cards. My partner did have some wilds, but didn't have enough to open. They had 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30. Oh, he didn't have a clean triple. Yeah, just stinks. But they won with 9,475. Congratulations to them. That was a nice game for them. And we got negative points. Just flips all the time. We start off so strong and it went backwards. That's a bummer. I hope you enjoyed this evening and give me a thumbs up. And please make sure that you subscribe and tell your friends about me. And thank you for always for being here with me and watching my videos. Next week, we will come back live And I don't have a topic picked yet. I have to think about it, but I'm looking forward to it, to being live with you again. So see you next Monday at 6:30. That's Eastern Standard Time. And I can't wait to see you and share all my Canasta ideas with you. Thanks for being here this evening. Bye-bye.